India has struck Pakistan 2 weeks after the Pahalgam attack, 2 weeks after 26 innocent lives were taken. India has delivered justice to the victims. Pahalgam was the deadliest attack on Indian soil since 26/11, and today India has responded with force, precision and purpose. The strike happened at 1:44 a.m. Indian Standard Time. That's when the Indian Armed Forces launched Operation Sindoor. This is a defining moment, a historic strike. All three services of the Indian Armed Forces were mobilized. The Army, the Navy and the Air Force. All were involved. Together, they destroyed 9 targets in Pakistan, all of them along the line of control, which is the de facto border between India and Pakistan. Each of the 9 targets was chosen carefully. 5 were located in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and 4 were deep inside Pakistan. Muzaffarabad was struck twice, followed by Kotli, Gulpur, Bhimber, Sialkot, Muridke and Bahawalpur. These are the 9 sites that were attacked. No civilian sites in Pakistan were hit. No military bases were touched. India targeted only the terror camps, the hubs of cross-border terrorism based in Pakistan, like Muridke. This is the headquarters of the Lashkar-e-Taiba. Muridke is home to Hafiz Saeed, the mastermind of the 26/11 Mumbai attacks. He is a UN-designated terrorist, and he is behind the Pahalgam attack too. Hafiz Saeed leads a group called Lashkar-e-Taiba. It is a parent body of the Resistance Front, TRF, the Resistance Front, and this front carried out the Pahalgam terror attack. This explains the strike on Muridke, the headquarters of the Lashkar-e-Taiba. Similarly, striking Bahawalpur was significant. It is in the Punjab province of Pakistan and a stronghold of Jaish-e-Mohammad. This outfit is run by Masood Azhar. Again, he is a UN-designated terrorist. More than 30 years ago, he was arrested in India for terror activities, but had to be released after the Kandahar hijacking of an Indian Airlines flight. Then we come to the strikes in Sialkot and Kotli. They were aimed at camps of Hizbul Mujahideen. All 9 strikes were carried out from Indian soil. At no point did the Indian forces cross the line of control. Yet every target was hit with precision. The government of India has released a statement to describe the operation as, and I'm quoting, focused, measured, and non-escalatory in nature. The statement stressed on India's cautious approach as well as its clear intent. It mentions how India did not target Pakistan's military. Only the terrorist sites were hit. In fact, let me quote from the official statement of India. The Indian Armed Forces launched Operation Sindoor, hitting terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, from where terrorist attacks against India have been planned and directed. Altogether, 9 sites have been targeted. Our actions have been focused, measured, and non-escalatory in nature. No Pakistani military facilities have been targeted. India has demonstrated considerable restraint. India has demonstrated considerable restraint in selection of targets and method of execution. These steps come in the wake of the barbaric Pahalgam terrorist attack in which 25 Indians and 1 Nepali citizen were murdered. We are living up to the commitment that those responsible for this attack will be held accountable. This is what the Indian official statement on the strike says. Also significant is how India went about this operation. All key allies were kept informed. India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval took the lead here. He reached out to India's strategic partners. Among them was the United States. They briefed the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, that is basically the American Foreign Minister. Ajit Doval briefed him after the operation. And that perhaps explains why Rubio was among the first world leaders to issue a statement on the Indian strike. We also heard from the US President since, Donald Trump. He spoke last night, and he called on both sides to reduce tensions. Reports say 4 countries were briefed, 4 other countries apart from the US. That's Russia, Saudi Arabia, the UK, and the UAE. They were briefed about this operation. Now let's look at the response from Pakistan. What is Pakistan saying? It has threatened retaliation. Pakistan's Prime Minister issued a statement, that's Shehbaz Sharif. He called the Indian strikes an act of war. And he threatened to, quote-unquote, respond forcefully. I must add here that Pakistan's version of events is riddled with misinformation and falsehoods. Islamabad claims that civilians were targeted by India, that it has shot down 5 Indian jets inside the Indian airspace. This claim has no basis. Pakistan also claims that it brought down a drone, again unsubstantiated. Despite this narrative war, India is exercising caution. International airlines are now diverting routes. They're avoiding Pakistani airspace. In India, flight operations have been affected in the north. The Srinagar airport has suspended all civilian flights for now. The airfield is shut and precautionary measures are in place. Schools in 5 border districts of Jammu have been closed. India is staying alert and on guard.